morning, sweet world, and welcome to the No Dunks podcast presented by FanDuel. It's Wednesday, January 28th, 2026. I'm J.E. Skeets here in the Classic Factory, and alongside me, as always, Tass Mellis.
Podcast listeners, this is for you.
Next to him, it's my top shot hot boy, Trey Kirby.
Ayo.
Ayo. And over yonder, making the magic happen, super producer JD.
Hello.
There he is. Hello. Here we are. Hello to everybody on YouTube. Hello, podcast listeners. Getting close to last call for our limited edition No Dunks 20th anniversary t-shirt. Go to nodunks.com to grab yourself one before they're gone, because when it hits February, these things disappear forever. So get in on the No Dunks 20th anniversary shirt. It's a real fun one. TK helping us get to this one with the 20 years logo. So go grab that before it's gone.
I got to order one for my mother-in-law.
Oh.
Yeah, Jana reached out and said, hey, can you hook me up?
Oh.
No, you got to pay full price.
Because I already placed our order
Yeah,
for the
exactly,
No Dunks
yeah.
crew. I would have got her one. Oh, okay. Well, there's still time.
There's still time.
There is still time.
Thank you
Go
for the
to
reminder.
nodunks.com or hit the link in the show notes. Okay, later in today's show, we're going to hit the beach, as promised, to answer a few of your NBA questions. But let's start with a little Is This News? Is This News, the segment where we pull some NBA headlines and ask the guys here whether or not it's newsworthy and break them down. First one, it's from ESPN. Ever heard of it? Dort and Jeremiah Fears spark altercation between Thunder-Pelicans. Tass, we've got the footage, but I want to know, A, is this newsworthy? And if it is, who's to blame in the Dort Fears battle here?
I do think this is news, specifically for Jeremiah Fears, because he was willing to battle with Dort, a man who is much larger than him, and he was willing to hang there with him. The person to blame is that Dort, for sure.
Dort.
He went after Jeremiah Fears for no reason, game over, but he went after him, and nothing particular happened other than everybody having to jump on the floor because it was the end of the game.
Yeah.
You even got Joe Dumars, the head of basketball operations for the New Orleans Pelicans. I don't know if he had flashbacks to the bad boys. Probably not. But for Dort to get in Jeremiah Fears' face and for Fears to be willing to stand up as a rook to a monstrous person and still want to go after him afterwards, I think this is good news for the Pelicans. Bad news for the kinesiology tape that we saw falling off of Dort's shoulder. Other than that, good news, I would say, for Fears to be willing to do this as a kid. He's a kid.
It's just a wee boy. Just a wee boy. It's news for us. An Illinois boy versus a good old Canadian boy. How
Yeah.
exciting.
Oh, yeah.
It's totally on Dort. He
Yeah,
pushes
it
him
is.
twice, and he also fouled Jeremiah Fears. You heard Mark Daignault say it afterwards. If they would have called the foul on Dort, this probably doesn't happen at all. Because he reaches, he hits Fears all over the arms, but the referees said, hey, there's only a couple of tenths of a second left here. We're not calling anything. Game over. Instead, we get every single player from both sides on the court. Not to mention Greg Monroe came up randomly yesterday. Now he's out there in the fight. Not weird to me. Throw out the moose for Greg Monroe. Will it be further news? Will there be suspensions? Everybody left the bench. That's a guaranteed suspension. But the game's over. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I don't think so. Look, I mean, Jeremiah Fears he was pissed.
Yeah.
Like, they had to really hold him back. Dort, did his part, obviously, slapped him, fouled him. It should have been a foul call, like Daignault said. It wasn't called because the game was over. But then he's sort of like, okay, that's sort of it after they tussle. But Fears wanted at him. Like, you saw that one assistant coach or whoever that was.
Yeah.
He was not letting go. Like, they basically picked him up and carried him back. It's good he's quite tiny and quite small. And even Zion Williamson, there's that clip of him, like, sort of consoling him in the bowels of the arena in the hallway there, just sort of checking.
Everybody
on him.
had
He
to
was
stop
hot.
him. Yeah.
I think the real culprit in all of this, though, is the fact that Pelicans couldn't hit a three at the end there. Because they had like 3 or 4 looks, and the game was basically over. Now, we've seen many teams, like, obviously try and get some points, whatever. I mean, scrap their way back into it. But they just kept missing and getting the rebound and missing. And I think by the time it got to Fears and Dort, knowing the way he plays, he's like, okay, whatever. Just slap at it. And it's just like, if one of those threes go down, I feel like this doesn't happen. But Jeremiah Fears also talks a lot of shit, I think, for a 19-year-old. And I think that's a part of this here, too. Like, I saw Tony Jones tweet last night. 19-year-old has tried to fight half the league, and we're not even at the All-Star break of his rookie season. Fears got to be talking crazy out there. So maybe things were said as well.
I think
Dort
so.
got upset.
Yeah, I think so. Watching it live, I thought, okay, Dort is really mad at the end of the game.
Yeah.
It's over. I think there must have been something said that triggered him a little bit. But there also could have been a lot of other things triggered. He stepped under Trey Murphy. Not under. I shouldn't say under. It wasn't like he was in his landing space. But he does the classic, I'm going to challenge this and then bump you a little bit. Like, that would get under your skin a little bit. Trey Murphy, one of the guys shooting one of those multiple shots that was missed. He gets under people's skins. But
it doesn't take long to find the Lou Dort compilation of him basically playing like a linebacker.
Yes.
Right.
There's that, but I also think Fears is like probably chirping a whole lot here for a 19-year-old, where everyone's like, "Hey, relax here."
Yeah.
So there's that as well.
I'm kind of good with it.
And
The Pelicans need a little bit of edge. That's what they need, and I think that's all right. That they have a little bit of a direction. Maybe we're going young at some point. So I don't mind that a kid is doing that for their team. I don't know what he said. But he said something.
Jalen Williams and Sadiq Bey had just got into it like 90 seconds prior to like doing the classic jockeying for position on an inbounds, and they had to be sort of separated. And that's what Daigneault said. The refs sort of lost control of this game a little bit. It was ugly at the start of this game. It was gross, and then the teams got going, but they just like lost control of it. And this is where you get to these situations, I think. So it's a bit on them too. It's sort of on everyone here, but I don't think there will be suspensions. I really don't.
Who knows?
Yeah.
The stream team right now is agreeing. Well, stream team says 55% that there will be suspensions. They did leave the bench. Like, no doubt about it. People that weren't playing left the bench, but who knows? Because the game was technically over.
But everybody left the bench.
Everybody left the bench.
So what are you going to suspend everybody?
Maybe so. Well, I guess you don't have to suspend the players that were already on the court.
Yeah.
Right. They didn't leave the bench.
That's true.
And there was no fists thrown. I did some scouring of the headlines. None of them said fight. Use the word fight.
Altercation, usually. Scuffle.
Yeah. I mean, it was a push-off.
It was a push-off. That's
Dort
all it
just
was.
grabbed him as well.
Yeah, I think the thing that made the headline for me was seeing Shea's reaction in the background, because I think we can start to see a compilation of the Shea reactions to stuff. If you remember, Grayson Allen pushed Chet Holmgren, his teammate, a little earlier in the season. There's the Shea, whoa, behind. He's doing that here in this one too. Whoa, what's going on down there? That's going to be fun to put those together. I will say one random thing. OKC taking care of business. Shea and Chet also got their awards, their December Player of the Month awards in this game. Now,
Now?
It's January 27th. They both received their respective Player of the Month, Western Conference Player of the Month for Shea, and Western Conference Defensive Player of the Month for Chet.
Yeah. Weird. I didn't realize it was for December. Good point.
That's a long time ago. And also, my brain says they didn't really have a good December. They lost to the Spurs the whole time. But, they were 9-4. The Spurs were technically 11-4.
Yeah.
Although they're 11-5, I guess, because they don't count the game at the end of the NBA Cup. So, OKC's still good, but your mind says that was a bad month for them. Either way, they get awards still.
We had another scuffle last night, too, between the Nets and the Suns, and that one happened late in the game. That one led to 5 technical fouls, and there was something like a 9-minute delay while the officials tried to make sense of the shenanigans that happened there, and it was another Canadian involved in that one. There was a loose ball. Like, guys were fighting for a loose ball. Also, it was a 2-point game. Big difference.
Very tight.
Between
Time's
the ending
still
of
on the
Thunder-Pelicans.
clock.
Yeah. Game was still up for grabs, and they were literally trying to grab the ball, and Yegor came over and I guess pushed Dylan Brooks, who completely just toppled over, I think, selling it, I guess. Very weird. And then that's led to a bunch of them sort of fighting. Nobody left the bench, though, players-wise. It was just a bunch of assistant coaches running out there, TK. And again, it ended in a bunch of technicals.
Yeah, it's crazy that Lou Dort and Dylan Brooks would get into an altercation. I can't believe it. But Curtis Blair really made me laugh when he was explaining the technical fouls, particularly for the Nets. He said the technical fouls were on Denham, Mans, and Porter.
He's Mans.
Straight up Denham, he said, instead of Yeoman. Which is why, like you were saying, people were going to leave him till late in the draft because they didn't want to say the name.
Vince took him earlier than I thought. In the Rising Stars, I think it was Vince that drafted him. I guess he's got maybe the Nets ties there. Though I guess it was the Suns broadcast. When it took 8 or 9 minutes of waiting to find out who was going to get technical fouls, they purposely will not say his name. They just keep calling him rookie. Rookie. They said rookie a million times. They were I'm not trying. So anyway.
Denham, Mans, and Porter. That made me laugh a lot. I can see Yegor getting fined at the very least because he had the most egregious sort of
Yeah, the instigation. Right?
instigation.
Yeah.
He kind of decks Brooks, he pushes him down.
Yeah.
Brooks kind of gets tabletopped and
Yeah.
is just laid there on the ground looking up. I thought it was a funny reaction
it was funny.
as well. But just an angry night in the association, I guess.
Yeah.
I had to check. I checked my app. I was like, is there a full moon? Nah.
No?
Nah, we got like a 3/4 going on here. I don't know if it was waning or waxing. I didn't pay attention, but we got a gibbous.
I got a theory. I think this type of weather gets people a little more frustrated.
It's a great point.
A little irritated, cooped up. Yeah, just like the travel these teams have to do with this crappy weather, delays, all,
Oh, yeah.
You're on edge a
sure.
little bit. You're like, you can sort of see the All-Star break right over the horizon for like 95% of these guys.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I hear
that's
ya.
why tempers were flaring there last
right.
night.
I
guess so.
Gives us
Yeah.
something to talk about.
I woke up, my throat was extremely dry. One of those, I'm waking up in the middle of the night because your throat is dry. The one night I would have liked to have a cup of water beside my nightside table. That would have been perfect.
Yeah.
So I had to walk all the way around
Oh, you got up?
to Danielle's side. Yeah. I mean, I couldn't survive. I was so dry. It was so dry.
Wow.
It's the weather.
Yeah,
really is.
Throat was
absolutely.
parched. Took his wife's water. Jeez.
All right, next
I
one
didn't
here.
roll over her. That would have
That's
been rude.
All right, next headline here from Eurohoops. We'll go with Eurohoops. Doc Rivers, this is a quote. Joel Embiid is the most talented player that I ever coached. Is this news, Trey Kirby? Doc Rivers showering Joel Embiid with some praise.
Medium news? I don't know. I guess it's only news because Doc currently coaches a pretty talented player in Giannis Antetokounmpo. But look, Doc's coached a lot of good players, and Embiid is very high on the list for being talented, considering his size and his skill. If you throw out the injuries, it's like he's got a good argument. Like,
Yeah.
look at the guys that Doc has coached: Giannis, Lillard, Embiid, Harden, Ben Simmons. He was talented. He was talented. Okay, he was an All-NBA player once upon a time. CP3, Blake Griffin, KG, Pierce, Allen, Rondo, Tracy McGrady, Grant Hill. Like, he's coached a ton of Hall of Famers.
Forgot about the Grant Hill part.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't get the best of Grant
No.
Hill, but he
Yeah.
was a super talented dude. I mean, Tracy McGrady was super talented when Doc had him as well. And Embiid ranks highly on that list, I would have to say.
Yeah.
Point per minute when he was at his best, finishing in the top 2 or 3 in MVP voting for basically half of a decade. Doc then did, of course, go on to make a couple of excuses. Unfortunately for me, I never had him healthy once in the playoffs. Rivers said he wasn't healthy last year. Doc's not even coaching him, just dunking on Joel Embiid. Wasn't healthy the year before. That's 5 years straight, I think. If he ever gets to the playoffs healthy, especially adding some big pieces here, they're going to be a dangerous team. So I think it's only news because Doc is coaching a guy that has won 2 MVPs. But like Doc is he'll just say stuff.
Oh yeah, Doc doesn't care. He's going to be fired too here. Like, not long.
It just depends how long is Giannis around.
Yeah. But what do you think? Is this newsworthy at all? Because some people are like, what's the big deal? Other people are like, what? Why is a coach of Giannis and the Bucks, especially with what they're going through right now, will Giannis be traded, will he not, saying this? Like, just maybe weird timing, whether even if it's true or not.
It's not news because Giannis doesn't care. Giannis doesn't care if somebody says there's somebody more talented. He has said it in the past. Steph is more talented than me. KD is more talented than me. I work hard. That's who I am, and I am that guy.
Do you think Joel Embiid is more talented than Giannis?
Yeah, I think about it. Yeah, when you go through all the names,
Okay.
yes, I would say that, and I do think Giannis would agree. I mean, maybe he wouldn't say it. Like right when he was asked about it, would he say that Joel Embiid?
It's tough. It's tough.
It's tough.
Embiid is more skilled,
Yeah.
for sure. Playing hard, though, is a talent.
Yeah,
And
well-
Giannis has that in spades.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. It's all how you look at what a talent is. That being said, it is the second part that is a little bit wrong, in my opinion, that other part. Unfortunately for me, I never had him healthy once in the playoffs. I don't buy that. I know he's been unhealthy. We've seen it plenty of times. We saw it in the 2019 Raptors championship where Embiid was sick and left and played but was not healthy. And there's lots of times where Embiid is out. But I will say, 2021, the second round of the playoffs, it was that Ben Simmons series where the Philadelphia 76ers lost to the Atlanta Hawks. Embiid played a lot. He played 37 minutes per game. He scored 30 points. He averaged 13 boards and 4 assists. He played all 7 games in that second round series that they lost.
But he did have a knee injury, did he not?
Did he in that series?
I thought he did in 21, but I could be. They all sort of blend together.
Yeah.
Because then he had the one where he had a torn ligament in his hand, but he also had a concussion, and he had the orbital fracture. That was then. Then he had another one too where he had a sprain in his knee. So he had a lot, like 21, 22, 23 is I think that's the portion Doc is really alluding to.
Yeah, I guess.
But, yeah.
I mean, he had the orbital fracture
you.
because of Pascal Siakam's arm. That was the elbow right to his face. That was 22 or 23. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't buy that other part. I think he was healthy somewhere.
There were parts, is what you're saying, where he was healthy.
I mean, 7 games, 30, 13, and 4.
Yeah.
He had the poops in the playoffs once. That was tough.
Well, that was Marc Gasol, right? Too. When he was sick against
the Spanish flu.
Yeah, that's right.
Against the Raptors for sure. Yeah, the Raptors. He was not healthy in that series, but he didn't miss any in that 21 series. I'm picking one series, which is, there are plenty of series where Joel has not been healthy. That's totally true. But Doc Rivers is funny saying that he was hurt last year. He didn't even coach him last year.
No, just by the way.
And then a part of this is like Doc was saying, if Embiid is ever fully healthy in a playoff run, especially with them adding some pieces, he talked about the Sixers, then they're going to be a dangerous team. But it all comes down to whether or not Joel Embiid is healthy. Can he withstand being healthy for obviously 4 rounds or even 3 if they want to try and get to a conference finals? That's what he's saying. But it's just classic weird Doc Rivers timing. He's bigging up a guy he coached, like that's cool, but maybe not right now. Maybe not right now, but maybe you don't care. Yeah. That's why we're asking it. And is this news? That was the perfect headline for Is This
News? That was a perfect
Is it actually news headline?
And it was very fun going through Giannis's quotes because of this Doc Rivers quote. Because I really enjoyed reading him say, I'm not as talented as Steph. I'm not as talented as KD. I'm desperate. I'm obsessed. So I work as hard as I can because I don't want to lose this shit. That's his quote.
The picking and choosing of what you believe yourself on is amazing.
Shit is unbelievable these days. In 2026, shit goes, does not.
F-bombs don't still test.
I had to make the decision, but I love that quote. Just reading that quote. Will he say that Embiid is in that sort of category as Steph and KD? I don't know.
No.
What would Giannis say that?
No. I mean, I'm curious. I'm curious if they ask Giannis, hey, what do you think of Doc saying
somebody's got to ask
the most talented
Somebody
player?
has to ask
What are your thoughts? And Giannis usually has a lot of thoughts on things.
Yes.
So I can't wait for his response.
Oh, he's
can't
not
wait
with
for
the team right
recite
now,
the quote.
unfortunately.
Yeah.
And,
True.
hey, it was a fun game to watch between those two teams. Other than Jericho Sims, yikes! He could have been a guy to guard Joel Embiid, but he was out there. Oh man. Anyway, moving on.
Embiid throwing down an oop though was fun.
Yeah, he's got 10 dunks now. Took him forever to get one.
Yeah,
now he's got 10 dunks. The Maxey found him on the fast break for an oop, and they went crazy. Man. Like the bench went insane. Like he was a student manager getting his first points on the varsity squad or something like that. But it felt like a party. It was like a cool dunk. And here's news. I feel like Embiid's got a legit all-star case right now. He's been playing really, really well. I think it kind of goes hand in hand with the Nets cratering, so maybe he steals like a Michael Porter Jr. spot in the Eastern Conference, or oddly enough, he could take Giannis's spot. Both Eastern Conference players, both could be on international teams. Embiid is at 26 games, but he's playing right now. Giannis is only at 30 games. He's hurt.
Yeah.
He won't be there for the All-Star game, so I wouldn't be totally surprised to see Embiid get named. He had 29 points in 29 minutes last night.
Yeah, I was surprised they didn't fire off the confetti cannon there in Philadelphia. Like the one time Korkmaz hit a shot there and, for Embiid's alley-oop is what I mean. That was awesome. Oh, also, I don't know if it'll make the worst of the week running, so hopefully I'm not stepping on any toes here. But how about that weird Jurassic Park in-game, I don't know what you call it, guerrilla marketing, advertisement?
It's a collab integration thing.
That was fascinating.
Yeah, but I wouldn't put it worst of the week.
No?
I thought they executed it all right.
Oh, I don't think Reggie did well with that one.
Yeah. Were they in on it?
Do you think? Yeah. Well, yeah, because it was Peacock. It was NBC. It basically are saying you can watch it on NBC or on Peacock.
Didn't it say watch on Xfinity? I think Xfinity does own NBC.
Yeah.
And is it Xfinity the arena?
Oh,
they're in Philadelphia. Is that, or are they Wells Fargo? I don't remember what their arena is called.
I think it could have been way worse.
Point is,
Reggie, Xfinity Mobile Arena.
Yeah.
I thought it was like a Sixers specific activation.
Well, what's the specific part for the Sixers though? Like,
Well, because they're in an Xfinity arena.
I get that, but
Yeah.
so they're just saying go watch it on Xfinity.
Yeah, nonetheless, it was weird.
Well, Reggie and them
was
were
all
in
weird.
on it. They were told this
Yeah,
is
why would they
happening.
be on the broadcast
Because Reggie
if
kept
not?
saying,
Yeah,
like,
that's a
I mean,
great
he was
point.
overselling it like crazy. Like,
Yeah.
oh my God, let it breathe for a second.
What's the magic word? He wanted to know. It's never revealed. That's in one of the unanswered questions of Jurassic Park that we're still waiting for answers on.
Go
33 years
Go
later.
check out our Jurassic Pals series here on No Dunks YouTube. It's got its own playlist where we broke down every Jurassic Park movie, and we'll continue to break down every Jurassic Park movie.
Yeah, we will.
because there'll be another one coming.
I think that Rebirth made like $1 billion still.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even good.
Horrible. Yeah. But we'll talk about it. That and Fast and Furious. We'll keep doing it. And we keep hoping for a crossover between the two.
That's possible.
Vin Diesel versus the dinosaur. Honestly, it'll happen.
I would like to see Vin versus the Friar Tucks.
Yeah.
Headbutting each other. Probably cause a fissure in the Earth's crust if those two smacked faces.
Yeah. Okay, next headline. Real GM. Lawrence Frank, Clippers agree to a 4-year extension. Is this news? And the real news by way of The Athletic. But Real GM had a nice slick headline for us. But is this news?
I think Lawrence Frank is a good company man, and frankly, definitely no pun intended. But frankly, I think they like the stability of having Lawrence Frank there and keeping that front office the same. Listen, he's done some good things. He had to sit in a meeting with Chris Paul for hours and break it to him.
That alone is worth it.
Yeah, maybe not
4-year extension.
Maybe not 4 years, but he had to sit with him
Jesus.
multiple hours and say, hey, you're a Hall of Famer, man, but you got to go home, essentially, and he got it done. Now, other parts where he said, hey, we got Bradley Beal, yeah. Third time's a charm, because they tried to get Bradley Beal multiple times. The third time was not a charm. It was an interesting move considering they haven't won a playoff series since 2021, and they just got older and more injured with a guy like Bradley Beal. I mean, they didn't have to pay a lot for him. All that to say, do you want to get older with Bradley Beal? All that to say, stability in the front office is fine. So is this news? I think it's fine. He must be buds with Steve Ballmer. Very
with
good
Ballmer.
buds.
Well, that's what people are saying. He knows where the bodies are buried.
Yeah.
You got to keep them close. And maybe he does when it comes to obviously, the allegations around the circumvention of the NBA.
You saw what just happened with the Lakers. All of the other bosses were fired, and suddenly we get an expose on the ins and outs of the family drama and the sale around there. So I don't think it's totally out of the realm of possibility that's part of the reason. Also, Lawrence Frank has done like a pretty good job. I think it's not his fault that Kawhi Leonard and Paul George previously kept getting hurt. Did he still build a team around those guys? Yeah, he did. But he also hired Ty Lue. He's found some decent, like, young guys that are contributing this year, and everybody was excited about the moves they made over the offseason. It took half of a season for them to actually pay off. You also look at, like, who's going to be the replacement. They could hire somebody that's already on another team. That's tough to do. They could get Bob Myers away from whatever he's doing right now. Dennis Lindsey, I suppose, is another name, but it's like, who are you going to replace him with? So why not keep him around?
Yeah. My gut says this extension was supposed to happen probably much earlier in the season, but then the Clippers started 6-16 because the Athletic was reporting it back then, right? Oh, they were hearing whispers about this contract extension, but it never materialized. But the optics were so bad because you had the whole, obviously, allegations and the league investigating what the hell happened with Kawhi and Ballmer and all that. Then you had the Chris Paul of it all. So that got messy. True. And you had to deal with that. And they were just bad. So it would have looked really, really bad, I think, to like hand this guy a 4-year extension. They got rid of Chris Paul. Obviously, the investigation's still ongoing, but okay, don't hold your breath on that. And they've turned it around. Like, they're good now
Great
again.
time.
So now it's like, okay, now we can do it. Now when we're a headline on No Dunks, they may not think it's that big a deal. So my gut says that's probably was the case.
Good timing.
Yeah, they just had to wait a little bit here.
Yeah, they went 3-16, followed by a 16-3 run. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
What a turnaround.
It is. And now they're what? They're in the play-in here.
They are in the
as
play-in.
They try and make their way up. There's obviously a lot of season still to go. So, yeah. But I guess you can debate whether, he has done a great job. I mean, it's a very old team. They're banking on these guys, these star players playing. I mean, it's not dissimilar really to Joel Embiid.
Yeah.
Like, damn, your team's awesome when Joel Embiid looks like an all-NBA guy, but cross your fingers that he's there. Same with Kawhi.
I know, yeah, right
James Harden
here,
to some
right
extent.
now, it feels like they're super old, and they are. But at the same time, their salaries do expire pretty soon. So who are you trusting to go forward with the with that roster? And you trust Lawrence Frank to some degree. I get it that they as I said, the Bradley Beal thing, but John Collins is expiring very, very soon. Mm-hmm. I trust Lawrence. I trust him. And maybe I don't know why I trust Lawrence, but I trust him. Yeah.
Would you trust him as much if he went by Larry? If he was Larry Frank? I agree.
No,
Lawrence is a much more trustworthy name for a GM.
I agree. Well, we have more name talk later in Beach Steppin.
Speaking of investigations, did you guys hear the Pablo Torre finds out?
I did.
Robert Pera? That's interesting.
Explain it for the listener that has no idea what you're talking about.
Well, basically, Robert Pera's company, his tech company that he's made his fortune on, Ubiquity, provides Wi-Fi access points.
Yeah.
These access points are being sold through third-party retailers to the Russian military to basically enable their drone warfare in the Ukraine.
It's crazy.
This is against sanctions from the United States. So this to me actually seems like probably the biggest story that Pablo has done, because it's not circumventing the salary cap. It's not gambling on sports. This is like potentially aiding and abetting war crimes.
Right.
So I wonder how long this takes to play out, because this is going to be something that the government has to investigate more so than Adam Silver.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a crazy episode to listen to.
Absolutely. And it's, highly recommend go listen to that latest Pablo podcast on this. But him reminding me of like Robert Pera, who like we never hear of anymore.
Never.
He even calls him like the invisible owner. Like, you just never hear his name anymore. Obviously, the owner of the Grizzlies here. But we used to all the time. Remember when he was like challenging Tony Allen to a one-on-one game, and then he was challenging Mark Cuban, and like we talked about it. I'm sure we did. But that was years ago. So,
and Pablo gets into that too.
He
gets into the one-on-one challenges. Very funny. But yeah, I didn't know the satellite part. Very interesting. As a rival to Starlink, Elon Musk's company that was in Ukraine, if I'm not mistaken, as well. Not for the Russian military, but was there in Ukraine to assist way back, if I'm not mistaken. Either way, very interesting.
We'll see what happens from that. Final headline, less important. Complex says Shams Charania, the ESPN insider himself, to play in the 2026 NBA All-Star Celebrity Game. And he basically talked on ESPN about him going in it, and he said, "I'm a shooter. I can handle the ball, and I can make my floaters." Trey Kirby, Shams playing in the All-Star Celebrity Game. Is this news?
Sure. This is news. Can't believe Shams didn't break it, though.
Yeah.
He's the newsbreaker out there. But maybe you want to give somebody else a little scoopy scoop. But I'm excited to see what he's like. We've talked to him about playing basketball, and he said he plays like Gennaro Pargo.
I can never not forget that,
I was like, you are a Chicago guy. Respect.
Yeah.
So we'll see. He said he hits threes. Said he shoots floaters. That sounds like Pargo to me.
Yeah.
So we'll see what he's got. Anytime an actual media person gets into the celebrity game, I'm excited.
Yeah.
Because you got to show out for all of us.
Come on,
You got to
Shams.
show a little something, man.
Newsworthy? Will you be tuning in to see Shams?
I think this is the most interesting I've been in a celebrity game since the inception of the celebrity game.
Wow.
Pre-game, like this far ahead, yes. I mean, there has been rosters revealed, and maybe I started thinking about, okay, yeah, sure. I want to see Hassan Minhaj and see what he can do out there. I do want to see Arnie Duncan and see what he can do out there. But are there any other players that you can remember that you wanted to see in the celebrity game?
I mean, there was
Quavo.
Yeah, I was excited when Quavo made it.
there was some fascination with Bieber way back in the day.
Yeah.
When he was obviously playing in this thing, when he was super, super young at the time. No, this is exciting. I'm with you on this. I mean, I wish, or I hope, still time, I guess. Love to see Woj play against him. You imagine it'd be like a one-on-one meeting? Or LeBron and Kobe? 2016 All-Star game when they got matched up on the exactly.
Let's go, Drake.
Can you imagine
there.
that? Yeah.
Who would be the Drake?
If Woj and Shams in the All-Star Celebrity game were like getting into it.
Adam Schefter?
Like another reporter.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure.
Yeah, let us know in the stream, too.
Snotty Drippin, for some reason. He'd be the guy. He'd be the guy to come up because he just likes internet rivalries. The Temecula guy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Anyway, I'd love to see. I can't wait to see Shams. So hopefully he plays all right.
Yeah,
Like, I mean-
so get some buckets.
Yeah,
just get some
that's
buckets.
all you gotta do.
Yeah.
Make one cool highlight if you can, and then make a couple buckets, and just basically don't humiliate yourself. I mean, that's
That's
but
the key.
my gut says like you're not going in this if you think you'd humiliate yourself. Like literally can't dribble and
True.
can't shoot. Like I doubt you'd go in it.
Yeah, he's good there.
He's got some confidence to go in it. Let's put it that way. Also, Glorilla and Mustard are expected to participate. So we know those two names as well.
Glorilla?
Well, a lot of people think, does that mean Brandon Ingram's going to be an all-star? Does she have a clause? I will play in the celebrity game if my significant other here is selected. I'm just throwing it out there. Just throwing it out there.
Say
I don't
DJ
think so.
Mustard is
Yeah.
playing? Oh,
yeah.
great.
Yep. He is indeed.
Who will yell mustard on the broadcast?
This is an ESPN. Who's even on these calls?
Yeah, great question. Who knows? We'll see.
I don't know. Oh, okay. What else could be funny though? For Shams breaking news within the All-Star game would be hilarious.
Yep. If he would never do this if they had kept the trade deadline after the All-Star break.
You're right.
Like, sorry, I can't take an hour and a half off to hoop.
Yeah. Do you think he'll play with his phone in his hand?
He's got to.
Also funny.
Would be very funny. A lot of bits
We
to
have
be
a lot
done.
of ideas. We got a lot of bits ideas, Shams. You know, we're never invited into this thing, but we got a lot of ideas for you.
Yeah,
Right?
you can GoPro that phone, put it on his head, and you basically record what he's like. Use that camera for the broadcast.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why not?
Lots of ideas. All right, that's this news. Let's take a break and then we'll hit the beach to answer a few of your questions.
The reason I wish the Super Bowl was this Sunday rather than a week later is because my snacks. I mean, I want to get into them ASAP. This just means they're getting older because my pantry is full.
Because you stocked up with the cold weather coming, the ice storm and all that? No?
They've just gathered. My snacks just gathered. I've got the will to stay away from my snacks. So literally, I've got some sour cream and onion that need to be eaten.
Hell yeah.
I've got those sweet potato chips we talked about a while back, JD. They don't really taste like sweet potatoes, but hey, they're a good vessel for a snack. They're nice and crunchy. I got some nibs. Are nibs different in Canada than they are here for my Canadian
I'd have to
brethren?
do a taste test, but
I feel like
maybe
they're a tiny bit different. There's the texture is all the same. Anyways, they're still good, but I would like to get to them this Sunday. Now they're just 7 days older.
You're not going to have a Pro Bowl party?
the Pro Bowl.
Shador Sanders
call.
is in it.
That's right. That's right.
He had a great season.
Yeah. He was really good this year.
More interceptions than touchdowns I saw.
Wow, Pro Bowl.
But it's
I
like,
mean, good for the defense.
yeah, I guess, yeah.
Pro Bowl. I didn't know that. Super Bowl 60 is the final chance to place NFL bets for a while. FanDuel has you ready. If you're a new customer, bet $5 and get $200 in bonus bets if you win. So whether you're backing the favorite, the Seahawks, that's who I'm rolling with, or the underdog, or building one last same-game parlay, make it count. Last call for football on FanDuel, an official sportsbook partner of Super Bowl 60. Visit fanduel.com/podcast to get started.
Are you thinking of having a Super Bowl party?
I haven't contemplated. I got
So far from now.
10 days.
A lot of time to plan.
11.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're not a fan of this 2-week break between the conference championships and the finals.
No,
Because I'm with you.
the Super
Just
Bowl
play
is
it.
an excuse to eat everything. And I want them as fresh as possible. Even if they're 2 months old, I'm not getting rid of them. I'm not trashing them. I'm not throwing anything out. So I'd rather have them be 1 month and 3 weeks old rather than 2 full months old. That's what I'm trying to say
Great
here.
point.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But doesn't matter when the Super Bowl is. I mean,
Oh, I just wish it was this weekend too.
just because we're ready.
Yeah.
You want to see the Seahawks, Pats?
It's just they play football every Sunday.
Yeah.
And then suddenly we have a week off.
Yeah, and like conference championships are awesome.
Yeah.
You know, the Bears were actually good this year, so I was locked in to the playoffs, and then they just hit the brakes, and it's like, okay,
Yeah.
see you in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
It is odd.
I would say it really doesn't help like this Super Bowl matchup either. Sometimes like, okay, we can build the buzz for like 2 weeks, but like,
Yeah.
I don't know about this one.
Yeah.
Let's just play it. Maybe it'll be a great game. But we
Maybe.
got to wait so long.
Yep.
But they got to travel to California. We got Media Row, and we got to make a bunch of fake stories. Man, they must play Is This News all the time when it comes to the Super Bowl.
Probably
Right?
so.
Because,
Yeah.
these like little tiny, like, is this even newsworthy? Oh, let's talk about it for an hour.
Is this news? Bill Belichick snubbed for the Hall of Fame. That's news.
That's crazy.
They're going to be asked about that. It's the Patriots are in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah. He should have been in.
What's the reasoning?
I mean, people were speculating that the Colts guy, Bill Polian, was like voting against it because they wanted to make Bill Belichick wait a year for the various scandals that engulfed the Patriots during his time. Spygate, Deflategate.
Okay.
I think those are the only gates they had. But they were saying you were stepping outside the bounds a little bit, but they also won so many Super Bowls. I think he won 8 Super Bowls total, including the Giants.
So this he's trying to make a point. Like,
Yes.
we're not putting you in right away.
Yeah.
Because you did some suspicious things.
Yes.
Yeah, because this is his first year he's eligible.
Yeah.
Reggie Miller was not happy on the broadcast. Going to commercial. He said, before we go to commercial. Actually, he didn't say that. He just said, what the heck?
Yeah.
Put Belichick in. He was mad. 6 as a coach. And where were the other 2?
2 as the defensive coordinator, I guess, for the Giants. During the
right.
Parcells era.
Yeah.
Way back. Yeah.
He beat our Bills, didn't he?
Back-to-back Jacks?
Guess so.
Did they win 2 in a row? I don't know about that.
No, the Giants?
No. I assume he was on the
Not against the
Parcells
Bills,
Giants,
that's
so they
for
beat
sure.
the Bills, the one time.
Let's
hit the beach. Let's hit the
Scott
beach.
Norwood.
Let's hit the beach.
You got the buzz, I got the rockets. You got the nuts, I got the chocolates. We got that chit chat down pat, blah blah blah. You got that certain special, je ne sais quoi. Let's go to the beach.
Okay, our first question, because we're on the beach, the only place to read your emails and your tweets, and it comes from Brum. It's the Inception sound to me. Skeets mentioned Con Knippel's rookie stats are comparable to Steph Curry's. Admittedly, I don't meticulously follow the Hornets, but if I squint my eyes enough when watching Con play, I can see a future star. No real proof. I'm no scout. And I'm definitely just correlating the three-point shooting with, new Steph type deal. I guess it's just a gut feeling. That's something you guys were sure of, but had no tangible proof to back the claim. Pod in the loo time, turd up, no hemorrhoids, awesome. Again, that's from Brum. What do you think, Tass? You want to get started here?
Hearing Trey repeat the line there from Brom multiple times in the studio yesterday, pod in the loo time, turd up, no hemorrhoids, awesome, was very funny. Brom, you did it.
The human mind is amazing. The things that people can think of.
Yeah.
You would have never thought to put these like 12 words in order.
They've never been put in order before.
Pod in the loo time.
That alone's been never said.
Yeah, first time ever.
Then turd up, which I don't really still understand. No hemorrhoids, okay, that's awesome. Yes.
Pod in the loo time.
Turd up. When I think turds, I don't think up.
I mean, as a
That's
floater.
right.
Turd down for what?
Yeah.
You hear that a lot.
Yeah, you heard that one a lot.
Turn up.
What's something you guys
On
were
the loo
sure
time.
of but had no tangible proof to back the claim?
Yeah, I was kind of trying to segue to Trey because my order is reverse. I'll take it here. My order is literally reverse because when we've been recently talking about the Clippers in any sort of way and Blake Griffin potentially getting the Hall of Fame, I think back and think the Clippers had some success. But I'm wrong. They really didn't. The Lob City Clippers specifically didn't have a lot of success. They got to a second round.
Yeah.
Multiple times, but that's about it. So looking back, instead of looking forward in the loo as I listen to this pod, looking back, it's just been seared in my brain because of everything positive that's happened with the Clippers during that run. Essentially, they were Twitter for a while. They were just so big on Twitter, especially Blake Griffin and their dunks. And so I just thought that Lob City accomplished more, and I was wrong essentially about that. But it is in my head that they got further than the second round. They got further than beating the Warriors in the first round when Andrew Bogut got hurt that time and they were playing David Lee at center, or further than beating the Spurs off of their championship in the first round, getting to the second round. They beat the Grizzlies and Marcus Holt. That's all they did. I thought they maybe got to a conference final, but I'm wrong. My brain's wrong.
Yeah,
the brain is amazing, but my
human
brain is wrong.
amazing.
Yeah, my brain is
Pod in the
wrong.
loo time. But yeah, it does feel like when you're just thinking about the eras that the Lob City Clippers accomplished more than the Kawhi Paul George Clippers. But no.
Yeah,
Right,
technically
right.
they didn't.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Kawhi Clippers got to a conference final. You could say, hey, the Clippers did it for a longer time. Like, we're together for a longer time. I mean, they played 6.5 years, I guess, together. While Kawhi and Paul George didn't play that long together. But, yeah, not a lot of success. They didn't get to a conference finals.
Right.
Period.
What do you got here, TK?
In 2014, the Miami Heat and Brooklyn Nets played a game where they all wore nicknames on the back of their jerseys. This included Ray Allen, who wore Jay Shuttlesworth.
Right.
And I was convinced it was because Spike Lee was going to be using this footage to make a He Got Game sequel where Jesus Shuttlesworth gets to the NBA and has to compete against all these players.
Wow.
No news on that one yet.
No.
But it's a great idea.
It's just a good idea.
That's a good way to get LeBron into He Got Game Part 2. He still got game.
Yeah.
I guess is maybe what it would be called. I guess Ray Allen has said he's left the door open for the sequel. But Denzel doesn't make a lot of sequels until the Equalizer series came around. And now they've made a couple of them, so I guess the door is still open.
Wow. Still open. So he would be, I guess, father to a new up-and-coming player? Jesus Shuttlesworth? What?
Great question.
Like, how would you do
Yeah,
this?
like maybe his son, Jesus Shuttlesworth's son, and he's like telling about his time through Big State and making it to the NBA. He's like, yeah, check out this footage. It's him playing with Mason Plumlee, going against Birdman, or playing with Birdman, all this kind of stuff. But yeah, I don't think it's actually going to happen, but it'd be cool if it did, man.
Yeah.
It's a good idea.
I'll play a classic here in No Dunks Land about something I was sure of, no tangible proof. I'm going way, way back, but longtime listeners know what I'm talking about. When I predicted that Jason Maxiell would be an all-star before Danny Granger. Just felt it in my bones. I'm no scout either, Brom. But I just was like, yeah, Maxiell, I like what I see from this guy. This guy's going to be an all-star in the East. Danny Granger, he's okay, but he's never going to hit that level. But I was wrong. And I bring this up because people were reminding us on Substack and in some of the YouTube comments over the last couple of days, with all of this talk of Rich Homie Flom eating the tweet about the Clippers, like his bad prediction. People were like, you guys did this once before, sort of. And I'm like, what? We did? Yeah, we did. Back in, I guess, 2009, 2010, something like that. I think 2009, we were eating tape. Actual tape, because the joke was all this stuff we said, like Maxiell would be an all-star before Danny Granger, didn't come true. We should eat our words. So we ate our words that were on a tape cassette because we did the podcast. Now, this was amazingly off of a story from Chicago. Was his name not Rick Morrissey? Was it Rick Morrissey?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Chicago
He's a
Sun Times?
I
Yeah.
think. Yeah.
Anyway, he basically was like, Joakim Noah's gonna suck, is what his whole thing was. And he wrote an article on it, and then he was wrong. Joakim Noah turned into be like a great player, was good as a rookie even. And so he ate his article, a piece of his article. So this is like, this has happened before. We gotta go back to the blog days, but this is Rich Homie Flom keeping up a long tradition in NBA media of eating either your newspaper article or your tape or a tweet now in Rich Homie Flom's case. So anyway, I just want to bring that up. And go ahead.
Most people don't really recognize that you guys originally recorded straight to cassette tape.
That's right. That's right.
How did you get it onto an iPod? No one knows.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's how it was done.
You had to actually you had to mail us, and we would put the tape in the mail and send it to you, and that would be the podcast. Yeah.
Has there ever been one recording on a DAT tape or something, JD? Or like I'm going random type of tapes.
Yeah, talking tapes.
DAT tapes is another form of, not exactly like a VHS tape, but similar.
I'm pretty sure we've recorded every episode on DAT.
I was gonna say I can picture these tapes. Yeah.
Oh, that's why I bring it up, I guess.
Yeah.
It's in the
You've
back
seen
of my
'em.
brain somewhere. We put it on DAT, huh?
Well, we were recording
bad.
directly into Pro Tools, but I had the DAT going as a backup.
Backup
For a while.
Yeah. Yep.
So,
Yeep.
which came in handy many, many times.
So
Wonderful.
we've been on a great certified classic run here with some that we've been sharing on our YouTube page. We do have that one, that whole segment, that whole skit of us eating tape. So we'll throw that one up in the coming days. So make sure you subscribe to No Dunks on YouTube.
Do it.
It's pretty funny. I just watched it. I laughed a couple times.
Laughed a couple times.
We made a mess, I'll tell you that, in my old condo party room. We were smart. We put paper down. Like we were going to have like a crab boil or something like that.
Yeah, I'd forgotten about Matt coming around with his salt and ketchup.
Oh, yeah. You're like squirting mustard like way in the air at one point. Like it's pretty gross.
It's gross. Yeah. Things have, come around. We're eating tweets. DJ Mustard's going to be playing the select game. Stuff happens.
That's right.
All right, next one. Ayo, lads. I emailed this a few years ago, but I feel like it's become relevant again this season. Hot take. RJ Barrett will have a better career than Zion or Ja Morant.
Wow.
Leaving your Canadian bias aside, let's discuss. Turkey nuts. Made some pies. Awful. That's from Intis, Gold Coast, Australia. So RJ Barrett will have a better career than Zion or Ja Morant. I don't remember Intis saying it, but I kind of do, but I kind of don't. Is it true now, Trey?
This is tough.
Yeah?
RJ has played more games than either Ja or Zion. He's got more total points, more total rebounds. RJ and Zion both currently under 500 for their career. Ja's the only one with a winning record throughout his career. One playoff series win for RJ, maybe gets more this year. One playoff series win for Ja. And then Zion, of course, has never played in the playoffs.
Right.
But Ja's a one-time All-NBA player, two-time All-Star. Zion's a two-time All-Star. RJ Barrett probably won't ever make an All-Star team in his career. So what do you value more? Being able to play and therefore compiling better counting stats, or having a really high peak where you were one of the best players in the league? I would take the latter, though it definitely feels like Ja and Zion haven't come close to living up to their potential, whereas RJ's probably reached his potential. What you got?
It's a good question.
Yeah.
That's a great question. The difference is right here, right now, in this moment, RJ Barrett knows what he is, and he is thriving being who he is. Last year, he was given the ball plenty because everybody else was injured. Ingram was injured, Barnes was injured, Quickly was injured. Here, you're the guy. Make plays. And this year, when everybody's gotten healthy, he's decided, all right, I'll go to what I'm great at doing all the time. He's just so efficient at being a cutter, at finishing at the rim. He's 70% at the rim.
He's been really good, yeah.
Yeah. Turnovers are a career low because he said, all right, I'm not the playmaker anymore. Everybody else making plays. He's doing that. He doesn't take long twos. Only 3% of his shots are long twos. So, yeah, they're different careers, that's for sure, but he's just thriving at that. And huge bonus, he loves Toronto. He loves where he is, loves where he grew up, and there's that part of it. Toronto loves him. He loves Toronto. Can't say the same about the other guys in the same way. That's for sure.
It is an interesting hypothetical. Let's say one of these coming expansion teams, Seattle or whatever, Las Vegas, get an opportunity because these three guys, for whatever reason, are available. Who would they select right now? RJ Barrett, Zion Williamson, or Ja Morant? The Seattle Supersonics get the first pick in the expansion draft, and those three guys are available. It's fun to think. It's like, immediately like, wow, they would take Zion or Ja Morant over RJ Barrett, right? I'm like, would they? Would they?
I think they would take Zion. I think he would
sorta do too.
I think he would still go number one in this draft of the three of them. He's played like 22 straight games.
Yeah.
He looks good when he plays. I know
does.
it sounds ridiculous, but he's already played more games than he did all last season. You saw him going straight at Wemby. That was like interesting to see.
Yeah.
Two of the most unique body types in the league, and like Zion was getting the better of him at times. I know the Bulls are a team that has been kind of linked to potentially pursuing Zion here at the trade deadline as well. I think between like the marketing that follows Zion, he's still a star on Instagram at the very least, and the fact that he's who knows? Literally, he's going to get hurt immediately after recording this podcast. But the fact that he's on the court right now and producing, I think, means he would be the guy that gets chosen.
I agree, but it's amazing we're even contemplating it.
Yep.
And that does speak to how RJ Barrett has grown into a better player since he was drafted third there overall by the Knicks. I was pumped to see Mike Shearer at Basketball Poetry. He included RJ Barrett on his short list of players who are having great seasons that not enough people are talking about. And he wrote, Barrett's constant improvement continually surprises. He's slowly morphed from a mechanical shot chucker to an indispensable high-scoring glue guy. Now, it sucks RJ Barrett's been banged up this year, too. Like, he's been a little injured. But good points from Shearer here. RJ Barrett doesn't have, like, a particular standout skill. But he's sort of average or above average, just above average again in everything, really, when you think about it. 35% three-point shooter on decent volume. So he's not, like, elite, but he's not brutal. He can handle the ball and pass a little bit, but you're not running your offense through RJ Barrett. He's a good rebounder, but not really a great one. He's not a defensive liability, but he's not a lockdown defender. Like, he is this sort of glue guy that can, like, doesn't really hurt you now because he's gotten better. And you brought up that he does generate a lot of shots at the rim. That is his one strong suit there. And he's gotten better and more efficient this year. So he's turned himself into this, like, off-ball player. So if you put him with the right players, he's a dangerous guy. So I just thought that was a good point from Shearer. How he's sort of just, he's like a really good, just average guy.
Yeah, he's comfortable letting everybody else do the thing, and then he's a great slasher, a great cutter. If I think of one shot, it's him able to body guys close to the rim and finish with that lefty dinker, dumper, whatever you call it.
He's good in transition, too.
He's good at that. Yeah. He's good at starring in his role, as said. He's really good at that. The expansion thing is really interesting because what does the expansion team want? Do they want to, air quotes, star? Yeah. Then they take a chance on a guy.
They want to sell jerseys, create buzz. Yeah, that's why you're taking Ja or Zion over RJ Barrett.
Yeah, it is interesting to hear. When I was looking at the Zion stats, to see him have more games played this year than last year, it's shocking because, as that person said, RJ Barrett is sort of flying under the radar. So is Zion in a way. I mean,
he is.
But their team stinks as well. I mean, that's part of it.
One thing RJ Barrett has over the other guys is he's got more success in international basketball. He was pretty instrumental for Canada winning bronze at the World Cup and beating America in overtime. He had an awesome game. It was Brooks that gets all like the headlines from that game because he scored like 39 points. He was on fire. But SGA and Barrett he had some clutch shots in that game, and he's played with Team Canada for a long time, obviously, when he was quite young. Good questions here. Let's do another one. Dear No Donkey Bunch. Oh, I know who this is from. I was just listening to a very depressing Wheel of Fandom episode about the sad state of the Milwaukee Bucks, and it got me thinking about how the Drew Holiday trade is even more justified given everything that's happened since their one championship. When is a time you went all in and it totally worked out? You just got Cheeved on that question. Shout out to Cheeve, our guy, coming through with this one. Cheever. The Wheel of Fandom from the Athletic NBA Daily podcast, the weekend edition with Schlecht and Spears. So, yeah, what do you think? When's the time you went all in? Totally worked out.
I'm growing my hair long. It took forever, man. I didn't think it was going to take 3 years to finally get a ponytail, but my hair's so curly that, like, the first year was all about just getting the puff. The second year was getting the gravity, and the third year was finally getting it long. But in the end, I had a ponytail. I did it, man. Probably will never happen again.
You don't think so?
It takes too long.
Really? You don't think I could see you sort of like older Trey Kirby. I don't know
old
why.
Man? Yeah. Sure. I could have an old ponytail.
Because you're like, who cares? And just
that's a great point.
I can see it.
But basically, I decided to cut my hair when we got here. When we finally started building the Classic Factory, I still had long hair at the point. At that point. And like JD was putting in these new beautiful cameras, and I was like, oh my goodness, my hair is flowing like crazy here. This is going to be a lot of upkeep. That was a lot easier during the pandemic when I just throw a hat on or like a bandana or something, but just too much maintenance to make it look good.
That's when you went all in?
On 4K, yeah. I was all in and then I was all out.
Yeah.
Yep.
3 years is a long time.
It's too long.
Yeah.
You got a hat on right now? Are you growing your hair out?
I wish. I don't have the guts to do it for 3 years. It would take super long. Like during COVID, the beard got longer, but that was like several months. And even that wasn't long enough. Like I needed longer. But I had to make a decision. It went away. Yeah. So the hair ever get long? Yeah, maybe if I'm an old man.
I can't picture you with super long hair, to be honest.
I think I can do it.
Okay, awesome.
If I'm old.
What do you have for this, though? You went all in and it totally worked out for you.
I went all in on buying Taco Bell breakfast.
You did it!
Oh, yeah!
Oh, my God, you were just talking about this!
Oh, yeah.
When did you do it?
It's happened. Listen, I'm going to get into it on Substack. I'll make a video about it. I'm not gonna show anyone me eating it. But I went all in on the toppings. Surprisingly, they've got eggs. Who knew? Taco Bell has eggs. I know you love eggs, Skeets. Taco Bell has eggs.
I knew that.
Are they? I didn't know that.
Well, yeah. Okay. Anyway,
I mean, they have breakfast.
Yeah.
You'd think they would have some instant eggs.
I mean,
We'll see.
breakfast burrito is generally eggs. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways,
Wow.
shout out to people who said you gotta have the Taco Bell breakfast.
So can I ask?
By the name, I'll give these people by the name. Ramez F24,
Yeah.
Wolfpack 02, Tall Greg. Said it twice. Tall guy. Oh, excuse me. Tall guy Greg, not Tall Greg. He's Tall Guy Greg. He did it twice. And if you're Ramez, Wolfpack, and Tall Guy Greg, if you're not Substack subscribers, you just got a free subscription.
Oh wow! Jesus
Because you got me on the Taco
You
Bell
gotta put that
run.
to a vote.
Oh, that's funny.
Are you
That's
going
pretty
to be
funny.
writing about it or doing a video for Substack or both?
Great. It's a really good question. I thought I was going to go video. It just felt natural. But, I don't know. Maybe both.
I'm excited. I'm excited for this post, man.
I am too. I honestly am. JD, do you have an answer for this? Something you went all in and it totally worked out? I'm putting you on the spot here.
Yeah. No, not really. I mean, I guess podcasting, we were pretty early. And
Yep.
it seems to
Yeah.
have
Good
worked
one.
out.
That was sort of my answer too.
Yeah.
Definitely when I took the job at Yahoo Sports, writing.
Yeah.
And that really then got this whole thing going, for me at least. Because then it became a real job.
Right.
So-
Yeah. The internet, turns out, kind of worked out for us in a way.
Yes. The internet at a time was the greatest place in the world to us.
Oh, it had its moment.
It really did.
Back when people were eating tapes. Good old days. Nobody eats tapes these days.
Nope. I truly am.
Next one.
Yeah.
Hello, No Dunkaroos. I work at a middle school as a substitute teacher. Today, while substituting in a gym class, I found a Spalding basketball that had David Stern's name on it.
Wow. I don't know how to react to this. Cool. Very cool story,
cool.
bro.
Question: when is a time that you unexpectedly found some piece of basketball history? Wow, it's history.
David Stern was last the commissioner of the NBA in 2014,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
84 to
That's-
2014. Yeah.
That's when Silver took over, had to deal with Donald Sterling immediately, essentially. So
12 years ago.
the late David Stern. Yeah, it's 12 years ago is already a throwback. I guess it's already.
Yeah, I know.
It's true.
Anyway, Frank from Tuxedo in New York, essentially asking, when's the time you unexpectedly found some piece of basketball history like he did when he saw that David Stern ball?
This is a tough question, Frank from Tuxedo, New York.
Yeah, Frank from Tuxedo, New York. This is tough. I have a great answer and I completely blew it. But back in 2015, Matt Bonner was on the Spurs. He formed a fake band with his teammates Aaron Baines, Patty Mills, and Kawhi Leonard. They called themselves Sparan. And they recorded this video that was basically a Tim and Eric sketch.
Yeah.
Spurs instead of sports. Very funny video. In it, Kawhi Leonard is wearing a Rush tie-dye shirt, playing the drums. You see the shirt here on YouTube. I have that shirt. I have that literal Kawhi Leonard shirt because Luke Bonner sent it to me. He's like, "Do you want this?" I was like, "Yeah, of course I want this."
Oh my God.
I forgot to get it out this morning.
So the same shirt that Kawhi wore, Luke Bonner had,
the one
or
that he's actually wearing in this very photo. Here. I have it in the archives in the basement. I've thought about wearing it like as a shirt because I'm like I like a tie-dye shirt. That's a cool looking one, and it is gigantic, man. It is so big, and I'm like, I don't feel like Kawhi Leonard is that much bigger than me when I'm watching him out there. Height-wise, we're probably about the same, but his shoulders are a lot broader. He fills this thing out, and I'm swimming in it. This could be a sleep shirt for me. I could go Winnie the Pooh mode. Jeff Teague
Go
mode.
Jeff Teague style. Yeah. Kawhi, I thought
I gotta pull it out.
Kawhi
Yeah,
won.
I saw the question again this morning. I was like, nice, I'll do this as soon as I'm done answering the questions, and I didn't.
That's good.
I didn't do it.
Wow, you answered it. I struggled with this. I guess in thinking it out, like you've said before, Trey, we're one day going to be in the Basketball Hall of Fame for having podcasted for 80 years. But whether that's true or not, will wedgies make the Hall of Fame? Will there be a wedgie exhibit, a wedgie part in the Basketball Hall of Fame? And if so, and if there is, will the underwear that Shaq ripped off my body when he gave me a wedgie be framed and in the Hall of Fame? So maybe that is unexpectedly one day a piece of basketball
Wow.
history.
You're trying to
Throwing
talk it into
I'm trying to talk it into
existence here.
existence. Yeah. Maybe.
Wedgie arm.
Yeah, exactly.
Interesting.
Just a small little part.
Just a small part.
Yeah.
I think do it.
I think it's at least a pop-up exhibit.
Yeah. Well, during our induction weekend, that's when they should do it. We can get Rick and Todd back to fly the ball into the rim.
Oh, I love that.
That was pretty cool when
That
they came
was
up with that.
very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
There's a lot of things we could do.
Yeah.
Okay.
See if you can stick your own wedgie, like on a shot.
Oh,
can
this
you do
is
it on
good.
purpose?
This is really good.
Nobody can do it on purpose.
It's very tough.
Yep.
That's a
You
good
need
call.
you need the right type of basketball. If you get one of those grippy balls that you sort of play with outside, that helps your chances. But still not easy to do. Do you have an answer for this?
Yeah, I too, like Trey, don't have my hands on this piece of memorabilia today. Although it's not even in my house. It's in my wife's family's house because they used to be season seat holders in New Jersey in 2002 when they went to the finals against the Lakers and they got swept. There was a game. Danielle said it was game 4. I'm looking here at my notes. What game was it? In game 4, the New Jersey Nets, they got swept. But the band Korn was multiple rows in front of her. The band Korn, okay?
Yeah.
And as Korn left, Danielle's brother, Yoni, also known as the Whittler.
Yep. He's a
That's
DJ.
his occupation.
Yep.
Also a musician. I like saying he's a
sorry.
musician. He's also a DJ. I mean, a disc jockey is just, it's a little offensive. I mean, he does that. But, but he's a musician.
Okay.
Anyway.
It's just like DJ Mustard, man. That's why he goes by Mustard now. He's more than just a DJ. It's like guys in the dunk contest. They don't want to be known as just a DJ.
So Korn walks by, and Yoni says, "Hey, can you sign this Keith Van Horn jersey?" And they say, "That's weird, but okay." They signed a Keith Van Horn jersey.
Wow.
That's weird.
That's cool.
It's framed, but I don't have it. But either way, it's cool. Keith Van Horn jersey.
Keith Van Korn.
Yeah, for sure.
Every member?
That's a good
Or
question.
just the
Jonathan Davis?
or just the main
Head
cob,
and
or the
monkey?
main cob.
Yeah, the number one colonel. I don't know. I don't know.
Good answer, man. I like that. I'd like to
Yeah.
see that. Can you take a photo of that? Can you do a Substack on that?
Yeah, let me see. Yeah. I just put it up on Substack.
Final one, and this is a fun question from Giuseppe in Niagara Falls, Ontario. Are the falls frozen over?
Never.
Never. Too much power.
They are.
What players in the NBA have names that indicate they would be better than they actually are? Simplified, what non-star players have star-like names? For fun, what is the inverse? So star players with non-star names. And this is Giuseppe's suggestions here for his first part. I'd say Sindarius Thornwell, Stromile Swift, and Johnny Juzang sound like guys that would be bona fide stars. Meanwhile, George Gervin, Bob Pettit, and Chris Paul sound like your local accountant. Keep up the great work on Substack. Oh, wow. Thank you, Giuseppe. Everybody should go and subscribe. The link is in the show notes. So you can go either side here. Like, yeah, which guy is a non-star player but has a star-like name? Let's start with that side of things. And then we can do the opposite side if you want.
I thought Sindarius Thornwell, it's a great one. I thought it was very similar to Daquan Plowden.
I love that name.
It's a great name.
It's a good name.
Not a star.
No. No.
A couple more, I'll throw them in there. Haywood Highsmith, maybe it's sort of like classic. It feels classic. I don't know if it's because it's Spencer Haywood, NBA Hall of Fame. But I don't know.
I think it's a good sounding name.
It's a good sounding name.
Alliteration.
Really
Haywood Highsmith.
And I threw Janai Broom in there. Janai. It's hard to say his first name, honestly. Just drafted.
Oh, yeah, that guy.
Yeah, that guy.
play much.
No.
Okay.
Undersized guy for the 76ers. Janai Broom. It's just a cool name.
Non-star players with star-like names. Who do you have in your list?
Of like 1,000
Yeah.
names. Alliterations. Guaranteed, I think you're going to be good. Cam Christie.
Yeah.
I feel like he's better than Max Christie, but he's not. Shaden Sharp.
Yeah, that's a good name.
Love
Hopefully he is a star one day. But
Yeah, he could be.
Yeah,
I think he's got more turnovers than assists.
I
this
saw
season.
that too.
Yeah, not great. And I love the double Ds. Dante DiVincenzo, Dyson Daniels, DeMar DeRozan. Great names.
DeRozan might be Hall of Famer.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
He qualifies, but I'm just saying those
Yeah.
are great names. And then one to me that I think is really interesting, especially since his name has come up a ton on this podcast, Zion Williamson. There's also a guy named Zaire Williams. Those are pretty similar names, and one was the #1 draft pick, and one was I think he was a top 10 pick, but he's not really established himself all that much.
He was scrapping hard last night with that jump ball.
Yeah, he's done okay actually in Brooklyn, and kind of at least proved that he can stick around in the NBA. But their names are so similar, but Zaire ain't quite Zion.
No, those are good. I got a couple others. I love the name Johnny Furphy.
Great name.
Sounds like a star player to me. Like Johnny Furphy's in. Watching him, he's gonna get some buckets. I think Bub Carrington is a cool ass name. Sounds like he has his own shoe deal.
It's a good name.
And my favorite, I thought maybe one of you guys would say it. Sounds like a superstar to me. Naquan Tomlin. Oh, that guy sounds like the star player in the high school over. Oh no, we gotta go against Naquan Tomlin. That guy's going pro, I heard. So I like that name. What about the opposite? Some boring ass names that maybe are star players.
Norm Powell.
That's pretty good.
First one for
Norm,
me.
his name is Norm.
And Andrew Nemhard. As well.
Okay.
It's the hard part. That really. No, I didn't write any of these down. Any of the boring names. There's a lot of boring names out there.
Paul George.
Paul George is a good one. Yeah.
Well, it's like Chris Paul, obviously.
Yep.
Chris Paul is so basic.
Paul George stopped podcasting. It helps.
Podcast B?
Podcast B. I went double checked.
He hasn't been podcasting this year.
Not since the summer.
Wow. He's playing great.
Well, that goes right into Well Boy of the Night. Thanks for all the questions. Those were fantastic. We'll make sure we do Beat Steppin here again soon. But Well Boy of the Night, it's actually going out to Harrison. Harrison, I'm told, is watching at home right now in Bellevue, Nebraska. He's got the flu, unfortunately, Harrison does. But someone coming through with the sponsor for you, Harrison. So feel better. Honorary Woe Boys to Michael Porter Jr., Chet Holmgren, Miles Turner. They all had good games, but Paul George gets Woe Boy. What year is it? What year is it? 32 points, led the Sixers to the big victory over the Bucks. Podcast P, can't even call him that anymore.
Nope.
But he shot 11 of 21. Hit a franchise record tying 9 3-pointers on 15 attempts from deep. Guy was on fire. 5 boards, 5 assists, and a game high 2 steals. Paul George, man, whoa boy.
He's only played in 26 games this year because he played it a little slow. Slow played it a bit, like Joel Embiid, but excelling here. He had other guys carry it for him with Maxey and Edgecombe. Looking great. Looking great.
Yeah, I think the Sixers are 5-1 when Paul George scores 20 or more. And you're right, he was on fire last night. He did hit the back rim a couple of times on his makes, but these were some crispy swishes.
Yeah, 9 3-pointers, no
Ripping
joke. So he's looking good. I'm not looking good when it comes to pick'em right now. I cannot find a W after a hot start. I'm 8-10. You guys are now tied at 10-8. I basically need a win tonight. I mean, we're getting to the point here to obviously extend this and to hopefully catch one of you guys to not be last place. So where are we going?
And you have isolated yourself tonight. You're picking the Houston Rockets at home to the San Antonio Spurs. Rockets are favored by 3.5, so they got to win by 4 or more, while the Spurs got a few points to play with. But this is a rematch of 8 days ago. The Rockets won by 5.
Do it again, boys.
You think they can? I questioned it because Wemby shot 5 of 21, and that was the game afterwards. Kevin Durant said, he's still working on his jump shot. We made him shoot over us. Will Wemby get a little more physical tonight and have a better turnaround game? It is in Houston, so you've got that going for you. But you've got the Rockets, while Trey and I have the Spurs to cover that 3.5.
And that came into play last night. Some of us, you and me, we had the Pistons to win, but they had to win by 7. They beat the Nuggets, but they did not cover. They
The line was too big.
The line was too big, and big comeback from Denver, and Jamal Murray, unfortunately, was missing free throws left and right last night.
Yeah, I got fouled on a 3-pointer twice in the last 5 seconds and missed one of the clutch free throws in both of them. That was pretty crazy. I thought we were good, though. I mean, the Pistons got up by 10 to 12 points like 3 different times in this game. And then Tim Hardaway would hit a shot from half court. Bruce Brown would draw an and one, and Spencer Jones would throw up his parentheses jump shot, and it was just going in. It was unbelievable the way they kept coming back and that one. And then, Murray at the end, that was crazy. But this is pretty much it, I guess, right? Like we got 3 games left, and if this goes the other way,
it's basically a wrap.
Yep. So
I need the Rockets tonight to win by 4 or more. Come on, Houston. Let's make things interesting. We'll call it there. Thanks for joining us live on YouTube. Hit the like button, subscribe. Podcast listeners, 5-star ratings and reviews. Spotify listeners, drop your comments there. We see them. We love them. I drop a heart emoji on ones that I like. See people giving thumbs up. People going, oh, some shock comments. Few and far between. But you can drop emojis there. You can drop comments. It's great. Yeah.
Can you do any emoji?
I think you can pick. I mean, now that you say that, I'm always given 5 emojis, but that might just be my last 5 emojis.
Sure, and then maybe there's like a select more. if you
Yeah,
want to.
I think you can because I don't have a thumbs down as my emoji from those 5 that pop up, but I've seen thumbs down emojis on other shows in the comments. So yeah.
Yeah, not
I'll
a
test
surprise. No thumbs down on our show.
No, why
sense to me.
would you? Why would you? All right, we will see you guys tomorrow, live at 10 a.m. Eastern. Till then, Clipper Post.
You heard it here first. Have a great time. Turn up. Love you guys. Awesome.
Thanks for joining us. And remember, Spencer Jones catching a stray here on No Dunks. Maybe that's why they give you a thumbs down, Trey,
yeah.
because you said a parentheses jumper. I mean,
The
it's
man
not
looks
pretty.
like a parentheses when he's shooting.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, it's literal.
Yeah, like his body turns into a curve
Good. I got you.
and it goes in somehow.
I want to see Lou Dort versus Spencer Jones in the Pro Bowl.
In the Pro Bowl.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, sure.
Yeah.
Just ramming into each other.
Yeah. Exactly. Wouldn't that be a nice battle?
Do they hit each other in the Pro Bowl?
No, they just play
anymore.
dodgeball.
All flags.
Brace the day, people.